how's it going everybody? Talk from Taco Tuesday here, and today I'm bringing you another base build. So after many requests, today we're going over a group base. On to some base stats. So today's base, it's obviously a clan and a group base. It's not going to be the cheapest base build I've ever done, costing you 36,000 stone, 24,500 metal frags, and 8,000 wood. So obviously it's going to take a little bit of farming, but if you got yourself a dream team, you could probably get this thing farmed within an hour. Because think of it this way, 36,000 stone is about 36 nodes, because you get 1k stone per node with a metal pick. And if you get about 600 metal from a metal rock with a metal pick, then that'd be about 40 metal nodes for 24,000. Therefore, with these numbers, if you had 4 people in your group, you'd each have to farm 9 stone nodes and 10 metal nodes. So when you think about it, it's really not that bad, and like I said earlier, it will probably take less than an hour. There's also a little bit of extra information below if you guys are curious. But anyways guys, enough talking, let's show you guys the base. Alrighty, here we are at the base floor guys. Notice how the base is fairly large and it features a sheet metal door on the front. The sheet metal door is intended because it will trick the raiders into thinking that the doors are easier to raid than going through the walls, when in fact it's not. So right away you can tell that there is a shotgun turret, and this will be used for preventing people from door camping. So if you want to check if someone is outside your door, just sit on top of your shotgun turret, open the sheet metal door, and they will die. The rest of the doors going through these airlocks are going to be garage doors. Reason for that is they are very strong, and also they are cheap. So 2 doors in, we actually have a few dump boxes, and these things are amazing. So if you're out PvPing or you're out farming and you just want to quickly dump your loot without having to go through all your doors and ladders, then you can just access these 2 boxes, dump your loot, and then go back out and do whatever you're doing. So we're not quite at the center yet, but there is something I want to point out, and it's this room right here. So this room is a defense room, so if somebody's blowing down all your doors, you can hear them and you're online, you can spawn at this bag right here, gear up with the gear inside the boxes, and get a weapon. So if this was my base and I was getting online raided, I would hide a shotgun in here along with incendiary rounds, and I'd put a flame turret outside, and when I hear the flame turret go off, I'd open the door and then I'd fire at them. Turrets in general are just great ways to indicate where people are in terms of like your base. So an idea that I had, maybe have like shotgun turrets on the first floor. So if you hear a shotgun turret, you hear them on the first floor, and then have flame turrets on your second floor and normal turrets on your third floor. So a few more doors in, we'll eventually make it to our cupboard, which is right behind this garage door right here. So a quick suggestion, if you want to use your cupboard as resource storage, you can obviously put a code lock on top. I'd actually suggest it because it is the most protected area in the base. We're going to go ahead and close that, and we're going to head into the garage door behind us. This will take us to our ladder room. Onto the second floor, which is going to be my favorite room of the base, and is also the most open, is going to be the main loot room. So just a general first impression of this room, it's very symmetric. So because this room has so much to it, we're going to take it bit by bit, starting with the center here. Here we have 3 bags, and you can obviously add more, because you have room here, right over there, and to the right over there. So in these 2 corners right here, as well as over there, we have 6 small furnaces in total, along with 4 large boxes, 2 small boxes, and 2 grills. So notice how I'm using the furnaces as a flooring, because you can do so to access this box and this grill. For the boxes, I suggest storing things like unsmelted resources and wood. In this last area over here, we have our crafting area, which holds our workbench and our repair bench, along with a bunch of boxes for component storage, resources, and damaged weapons. And the last thing I want to show you guys before we move on to our loot rooms are these planters right here, which add aesthetic as well as a means of getting cloth. So our loot rooms are actually behind these 2 garage doors right here, and down here are what a lot of people like to call unlootable loot rooms. So how these work is you're supposed to put code locks on them, that way they have to blow down the low walls in order to get to the loot. Another practice that I've seen gain a lot more popularity are these gun turrets right here. These things have actually gotten a lot of popularity around servers and from YouTubers such as Evil Worst. These are very good because when you take out the ladder overnight and somebody tries to offline raid you and they jump down here, they'll get instantly killed by the shotgun turrets. And of course, we have the same exact thing on the other side. With both these practices combined, the low walls and the shotgun turrets, it makes this base that much harder to raid, because you'll have to spend that much more resources just to raid these loot rooms, and there's no guarantee that you'll even get the loot. Which is why in here I recommend you store all your C4, your rockets, anything that has value. By the way, notice to the left and the right of the inside of these things are made out of armored walls, which makes these loot rooms even harder to raid if you choose to ignore the shotgun turrets. Now we're on to our third floor, which features even more loot room. So notice to the left and right over here, we have a few garage doors. If I open it up, it beholds a few small boxes. So I had this idea where if you wanted to have personal storage, you can use these small boxes to store personal kits and whatever. So further in, we actually have a few more unlootable loot rooms without the shotgun turrets. So I forgot to mention, but if you break these boxes with a hatchet or something, the low walls will prevent you from looting the satchels. So if you want to destroy the boxes, you basically destroy your opportunity to get loot. And now we're on to our fourth floor, which will be our shooting room. So notice how I have a few bags right here, so if your bags downstairs get destroyed, you have an extra means of spawning in your base. Also, we have boxes off to the left for extra gun storage, as well as meds and ammo. Yes, we have a lot of garage doors up here, but that's because if we didn't, it'd make this base much weaker. So for our shooting ports, we have 360-degree coverage of this entire base. So this shooting floor features window ports, bunker windows with many angles, and these balconies that look very cool and add an open PvP aspect. And that's pretty much it for the base tour, guys. So if you are enjoying the base build so far and you want to see more and you want to support me, be sure to drop a like and subscribe because it really does help more than you think. Anyways guys, let's move on with the base build. Alright, so before we move on to the base build, I want to show you guys something. This is Fortify, which you can get on Steam. It's pretty cheap, and basically if you get stuck or confused by what I'm doing, you can use Fortify to actually go through each individual layer, and it is the exact base I'll be building in the video. So if you get stuck, use Fortify as a reference. I'll have the Fortify pastement in the description, so if you don't know how that works, all you gotta do is just copy all the code and hit clipboard import, and you'll get the exact copy of the base. So to start off this base build, and as well as any other base build, we gotta make the foundation plan. So start off with the triangle right there, and you're gonna expand off with squares on each side of the triangle. Then in between each square, you're gonna place 2 triangles like so. The result of it should look like an egg. Then on every side of the 2 triangles, you're going to place 4 more triangles to make a circle on each corner. And this is the result, not done quite yet. Then in between each circle, on the square, we're going to place a triangle there, and another triangle there. Then another square on each side of the triangle. And your foundations are done. Once you upgraded your foundations to sheet metal, go ahead and place a wall frame or a double doorway on the right side of any of the sides. Then go ahead and place a layer of walls on the outer perimeter of the foundations. Then we're going to go ahead and fill in our double doorway with the door. If you don't have a garage door BP, you can use a sheet metal double door. Okay, so fair warning for the next part, I teach you guys how to build the cupboard, and I accidentally made them out of whole walls, so you need to make them out of half walls. So just remember when I'm building this next part, make them out of half walls. And now we're going to set up our cupboard. So it's going to be a little tricky, so you're going to need to pay attention here. So obviously your cupboard's going to go here in the center, so it's not necessarily on the location, more of how the doorway is going to be facing. So the left wall of the cupboard is going to be facing the garage door, and the right wall facing away from it. Make sure these are half walls, like I said earlier. So how it should be is it should be 1 square, 3 triangles, another square, and then the opening to your cupboard room. And then you're going to place a double door right here, once you got it right. And then go ahead and place in your triangle ceiling, and then a garage door, along with your cupboard. Then you're going to bring your outer perimeter walls up another layer, and then up a 3rd layer. Once you get 3 layers high of outer perimeter walls, you're going to build up to the top of these walls, and we're going to place in our ceilings. Go ahead and place in all your ceilings and upgrade them to sheet metal, and make sure you don't place a ceiling in the centermost triangle. Ignore that triangle right above the cupboard for now. So with that triangle that we left open, you're going to place a doorway in the same area that you placed your cupboard's doorway, and then you're going to place a sheet metal wall there and another sheet metal wall there. And then of course, place a ceiling on top. And to finalize this, we're going to place a garage door. So before we start working on honeycomb, I kind of want to ingrain the locations of the doorways. So what you're going to do is you're going to place 3 doorways like so 1, 2, 3, and upgrade those to stone, and then another 3 like so. So it's kind of going the long way around the circle and a long way to get to the cupboard. Now to finish off the doorways for this base, on this square over here, the opposite of where your entrance is, you're going to place a singular doorway like so, and upgrade that one to stone. Then right here where I'm showing you, do not place a wall here just yet because those will be half wall. So now we're going to work on our honeycomb, and to do so we're going to start out by working on that centermost layer, or the egg shape. So go ahead and place a layer of walls, 1 honeycomb in, and if you don't know what I mean, I'll go ahead and I'm going to place a garage door right here. Do not place a garage door here. I'm just placing it there so I can just show you really quickly when I fly up. And you're going to get a shape that looks like this. So that egg shape that I was talking about earlier, you're going to want to get a layer of walls around it. Do not upgrade these walls just yet. So land on this square over here and delete its corresponding wall, and place 2 walls on the triangle, and do that for every square on the egg. For this last triangle, right next to this garage door that you were not supposed to place yet, because if you did, you won't be able to place your ceilings, you're going to place 2 half walls like so. And then go ahead and upgrade every single wall that you placed to sheet metal. And once all your walls are upgraded, your center should look like an egg ninja star. So to do the outer layer of honeycomb, you're going to first build over to a location where you can get on top of the walls, and then you're going to place 4 walls like so, that way it can make like a little bow tie. You're going to do this for every single side. Do not place any more honeycomb than shown. So right in front of the doorway to your cupboard, you're going to place a wall right there, so right next to that doorway, upgrade it to stone, and then right across from it, you're going to place a double doorway and upgrade that to stone. And then right in between this garage door that I for some reason haven't deleted yet, you're going to place a wall here, upgrade it to stone, and then the same thing on the other side. And you should get a layer of honeycomb like so. So to further that, we're going to place a wall here, and upgrade that to armored. Right next to that, you're going to place another wall, upgrade that to armored, and across the 2 triangles, another armored wall, and another armored wall right there. And that's all the armored that we'll be using for this base. And to finish it off, we're just going to place one last wall in between these 2 armored walls, and obviously this is going to be upgraded to stone. Then go ahead and cover the center egg shape. Do not cover the outer triangles, because we're going to need those to access our loot rooms and get up to the 2nd floor. Notice how I still have the garage door there, and I can no longer place the triangle, so make sure you do not place in your garage doors just yet. Then go ahead and upgrade your ceilings to sheet metal. Once again, notice how I did not place any ceilings on the outer triangles, only the center egg shape. So the only extra ceilings that we're going to place on this layer are the ones above our airlocks. So you're going to place 4 triangle ceilings and 2 square ceilings. Make sure you upgrade these to sheet metal. Now we're going to add an extra layer to our outer honeycomb. Now go ahead and do so for every side. For these metal triangles that I specifically told you not to put a ceiling above, you're going to place 2 walls right above them and upgrade them to metal. Do this for every side as well, along with your other honeycomb. So now we're going to work on our 2nd floor. Place 2 half walls right there and a whole wall right here. Upgrade all 3 to metal, and then 1 more wall over, you're going to place 2 half walls right here, and then another wall to the right of that. And then over here on the right side this time, we're going to place 2 half walls, upgrade those to metal, and then a wall to the left. And in every single one of these triangle pockets, you're going to place 1 door frame. So what you're going to do is you're going to get on top of your walls by placing a U-shaped stair, and then you're going to place ceilings above all the metal parts of this floor. Make sure you do not cover the ladderway that goes down to your first floor and up to your third floor, because you want to be able to access your roof and your third floor, so make sure you do not cover it. Here's yet another reminder to not cover the ladderway that goes down to your first floor. Okay, so once you're done placing your ceilings, now you're going to place in your honeycomb. So start off with these outer triangles by placing 2 metal walls like so, and then just go ahead and place in your stone walls around it. Now go ahead and place in your inner metal layer. So over here to where your ladderway is, to the right of that you're going to place a wall right here, a wall right there, covering up that metal triangle right there, and then all the way around. That way you get an egg shape with a singular triangle. So once you're done with that floor, you're going to get up to your roof, and you're going to place a doorway on any of the sides of this inner egg. And then you're going to place walls all the way around the inner egg, that way you can protect your center. Once upgraded to sheet metal, place in all your ceilings for this layer. Now we're going to work on our shooting ports. You're going to place 2 window frames right here, make sure they're upgraded to stone, not sheet metal, and then in between each of those window frames you're going to place 2 half walls on each triangle. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you're going to break the one underneath, and you're going to place half walls like so. You can upgrade these to stone, but I'm upgrading to sheet metal just so it has that extra aesthetic. Now do the same thing for every side of the base. Now in these corners that we left out, we're going to place a doorway right there, and then a wall to the left. Do this for every side. Now outside each doorway we're going to place 2 ceilings like so, that way we can get a little balcony. Now get on top of your roof and finish off your ceiling. And to top it off, for this center triangle we're going to place half walls like so, and a layer of ceiling on top. That way they can't just blow down the ceiling and get into our ladder room. So how the rest of this video is going to work is I'm not going to show you how to do the interior design because that'll just take too long. Instead, I'll leave an unedited version of the interior design build in the descriptions for you guys to watch. But I will show you how to make these unrateable loot rooms. So start off by placing a ladder right there, gun turret right there, and then make sure that you can place a ceiling right above it. Next, move your ladder to the other side to the other wall, and then hop onto your ladder and place your next gun turret. Right below, you're going to place a box, and if you can't place a box underneath the gun turret, you're going to have to replace it. So go ahead and pick up your gun turret, and then hop right back onto your ladder, and then replace it. And then of course place your box below it. Then go ahead and place a low wall right in front of these boxes, but make sure you put code locks on top of these boxes. And then upgrade that to sheet metal, place a ceiling right above that, upgrade that to sheet metal, and then go ahead and place your 2 large boxes right there, as well as code locks, and then a low wall right in front of it. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the base build. If you did enjoy this base build and you want to see more base builds like this, it did take a while, but I'm willing to make more if you guys want it. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe because it really does help more than you think. Anyways guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one.